Hello and welcome back. This is Remy Sanchez with our home learning program with Energy Fitness. Today what we are going to learn is a Shushanova. So as usual, we're going to start with our warm-up, then we're going to do a breakdown of the skill, and lastly we'll do conditioning. Let's begin. The first thing that we are going to do is our wrists. So since we have a lot of impact on our wrists in this skill, what we're going to do is just make sure that they're nice and warm, so they're ready. So what we're going to do is put both hands forward, bend our fingers back, put the fingers pointing down to the floor, and pull your fingers gently towards you. You'll do the same thing with the other hand. Bend your fingers back, fingers down, pull towards you. And so, afterwards what we're going to do is put our hands forward like this, facing away from you, and you're going to go forward and back. Then, what you'll do is have your hands facing away from each other, facing the two walls beside you, and go back and forth in little circles. Then you'll have your fingers facing down, like so, facing the floor. And do little circles. And then you'll do a little shakeout like so. Afterwards, what we're going to do is warm up our jumps. So, the two jumps that are important in this skill are a pike jump and a straddle jump. With our pike jump, you want to make sure that your legs are nice and squeezed together. And when they go up, like so, you want to reach for your toes. Like so, you go up. Again. And then in a straddle jump, you want to make sure that your legs are coming out and your knees are open. So when they're going to the side, make sure that your knees are facing the walls beside you as opposed to in front like this. Make sure that your hips are as open as possible. So you go here. And up. Do each of these about 10 times. Then, afterwards, what we're going to do are backwards 1, 2, 3s with a little straddle strap open. Yeah. Afterwards, what we're going to do are backwards 1, 2, 3s with a little snap open into straddle with our legs. So, what we'll do is start in bear, put our hands down on the floor, and we're going to bounce our hands back like so. 1, 2, 3. Straddle open. Then 1, 2, 3. Oh. 1, 2, 3. Legs together. Straddle and back. 1, 2, 3. Straddle and back. Once again, do this about 10 times. All right, and the last exercise that we're going to do for our warm-up is a plank. Now, make sure that your bum, your core, is engaged, your shoulders are engaged, and right over your hands, so that you have that nice tight shape necessary for so many gymnastic skills. And we'll try and hold this for 10 seconds. After this, we have a challenge here at Energy Fitness, where we are going to challenge you to hold this plank for 3 minutes. Take a video and upload to the link below if you feel up for it. Okay, so before we start the skill breakdown, it's very important that to realize that this skill puts a lot of impact on your hands. So what you'll need to do is have a soft surface. It could be a mattress, it could be a bed, that you can use to practice the skill safely and efficiently. Okay, now it's time to break down the skill. The first thing that we are going to do is build the fundamentals for the timing, as we know that it's very important that our feet and our hands land at the same time at the end of the Shushanova. So let's begin. The first exercise that we need to do is be comfortable with falling on our hands. So our arms are going to go forward. We're going to start on our knees, and we're going to just go down, then up. Do this about 10 times or for however many times you need to be comfortable. The second thing that we are going to do are gophers. So we're going to start here. We're going to go back, jump up to our feet. Now, here's another challenge for you. What we're going to try and do is do these consistently for 2 minutes. And once again, if you feel like you're up for the challenge, upload your video to the link below. Then, afterwards, what we're going to do is we are going to do jump backs. And here we're going to focus on landing with our knees and our feet at the same time. Our goal here is to move our hips backwards so that it's like we are replacing our hands with where our knees are. So we're here, we jump back and up. Once again, we go as high as we can and up. Afterwards, what we are going to do we're going to do the same thing from standing. So we're going to start here. We're going to fall forward. Arms low. We're going to fall forward onto our belly. So that we can practice going onto our hands from higher up. Then what we're going to do is a little jump back onto our knees. So we're here. We're going to jump back to puppy. So we're here. Our hands now are going to replace where our feet are. So we're going to go, jump back, land. Then lastly, we're going to do it from the belly. We're going to start here, jump back, and once again, make sure our hands replace our feet, and we're going to do a jump back to the belly. So here, jump back, up. Once you've done all these skills, we are ready to try the Shushanova. So, what we'll do is we'll focus on going into a pike like we worked on the warm-up, straddle through, and then fall down like we've done. Go here, and there. All right, that is our breakdown of the skill. Now it's time for conditioning. Okay, now it's time for conditioning. The first thing we need to focus on is the mobility of our legs, because it's very important that we use our legs to rise up in the pike and then use our hips to go all the way around. So the first thing that we are going to do are grand battements en croix. However, unlike ballet where our foot is turned out, we'll make sure that our hips are absolutely square in the front. So we'll be here, and we'll kick forward. Then afterwards here we can turn out. So make sure that your knee is facing as far behind you as possible. Back, like so. Then afterwards, once again, hip square. Here. Do 3 kicks in each direction on each side. So once again, hip square. Here. Make sure your chest is up. Turn out. Then lastly, back. Now, what we're going to do is move on to 8s. This is what we're going to use in order to understand the movement, the pathway of our legs when they start from the front and they go to the back of us. So, we start here. This is position 1. Hands down by your side, feet pointed, legs together. Position 2 is arms up. Position 3 is pike, legs together, nice and squeezed, toes still pointed. Position 3, straddle as far as you can. Position 4, you are going to use your momentum to raise your chest and touch in front of you. Now, make sure that your legs are in the same place. Go here to here. Now, it is very hard. However, I challenge you to do so. Position 5 will be down, straddle through to here. Then 6, 7 to push up, and then walk through, back to the same position, to 1. Now, this will help you track the movement of your legs while you're doing this skill. Make sure that you do this a couple of times so that you really understand the path of your feet in the Shushanova. Now, we're going to go back with the block, or an elevated space once again. And we're going to apply that track, we're going to apply that pathway to our kicks. So, what we'll do is go up, then around to here. Up, around. Feel how your leg needs to turn in order for your hips to open. Then the other side. Up, then around. Up, then around. Oh boy. Up, then around. Okay, so now what we are going to do is we're going to prepare our wrists for the impact necessary for the skill. So what we're going to do is a series of exercises needed in order to strengthen our wrist muscles. So what we're going to do first is 1, 2, 3s. What we'll need for our stance is we'll have feet about hip distance apart, and what we'll do is put our hands right in front. And what we're going to do is hop 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. All the way down your living room or kitchen, wherever you are learning the skill. Now, the next thing that we are going to do are clap push-ups. In order to practice going up, clapping, and down, and maintaining a nice, strong, hollow body. So, we'll do our nice plank position, core engage, bum squeeze, shoulders over our hands. We'll go down, clap, and down. Hollow. So, here, what we'll do is down, clap, down, up. That's 1. Do about 10 in order so that your wrist can feel that nice burn and eventually get stronger for the Shushanova.